Looking at issuing stock on a first in and first out basis, if we first of all look at our existing stock for an item, we can see here we've got 0 in stock, we've got none available for issuing from the stores to a contract, but I can see here that we've got some due in from a quotation. So I've got 10 due in from High Street Hardware at 27.41 each or per pair, and 15 due in from Specialist Ironmongery at a slightly higher price. I can look at the purchase order simply by double clicking on those, and I can also see previous purchase orders for that item. And I can see here we've previously ordered them directly for a contract, and these two are for stock. So we're going to go and receive these items as a goods received into stock, and we'll see them placed into here, and then we can issue them to a contract. So if I come out of here, go to goods received, type in the purchase order. And for demonstration purposes, I'm only going to say that we've had 2 delivered of these on delivery note 456, whatever, and then enter that. Don't need any labels. I don't want to print a goods received note for this demonstration. And then I'm going to accept a delivery from purchase order 114, which is a slightly higher price. And I'm going to say that we had, say, 5 of those delivered. Enter the delivery. Now, if I go back and have a look at the stock for that item, we can now see we have 7 in stock, and we can see that we've got 2 available at 27.41, and we've got 5 available at 29.75, and we can still see that we've got some outstanding. The reason why I've done it this way is I want to demonstrate that when I issue an item from stores to a contract, it will take the available quantity that I want from this, the cheaper one, which was the first in, and then it will take the balance from that. So if I close and save, then I'm going to issue directly from this screen. You can go to multiple stock issue function from the dashboard, but I'm just going to use this area here. So I'm going to scan who the employee was that we've issued it to, the contract that we're issuing it to, and the quantity that we want and the item. So I'm going to have 4 of the draw runners, and you can see the system knows that there's 7 available. I'm taking 4. So I'm going to issue those to the contract. It's then going to print a transaction note. So we'll preview that on screen. Just pause that so I can get the display for you. So we get a transaction sheet that can be given to the person that's collecting the items for the contract with a transaction code, the item that they're for, and the quantity and the GRM reference. The reason why it's split this way is because they might be returned. They might not need all of them. And then you've got to put them back into stock. And obviously you've got to put them back into stock with the correct cost that they were issued at. So if I just change the screen share back to the system. So if we go back and have a look and see what that's done to our stock. So if I go and view the item, we can see now that we only have 3 left at the higher price. We can see our purchase order still showing that we're still due some more in. And if I view the stock movement, we can see that the items were received on the various goods received notes, and we can now see when they were issued and who they were issued to. and at what price they were issued as well, to which contract and the item of the contract. So if I then go and look at that contract, at the job costing for it, so contract 137, and we look at the bill items, and then we look at the item in question, we can now see for our job cost that it's booked 2 at the lower price at 54.82, and then the other 2 at the higher price at 59.50. So we can see that the system knows where to take the item from to book it to job cost. So if I look at the overall job costing, we can see there the items are being added in, and it's telling us from which goods received note that they were taken, i.e. which batch they were taken from. And that's the basis of the first in, first out of the stock usage.